about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Some skill by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo will win the Italian Grand Prix!
Gonzalo running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too, with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
After going 12 matches unbeaten, Rivers United finally succumbed to defeat yesterday as they were actually beaten 1-0 by Sunshine Stars of Korea. Notwithstanding that result, Rivers United are still on top of the NPFL table, and that's how we welcome you to today's episode of Sports Orbit. My name is Afa Acho. Salif Usman is right here with me. Salifu, welcome to Sports Orbit, and thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, we thank God it's Friday, Alpha. Very lovely Friday, and as you can see, the last episodes of the week. And from every indications, it's still as hot as it is always.
Yeah, I mean, without further wasting of time, we'll begin straight from the Nigerian Professional Football League. I mean, since the return of the league, it has been very interesting. And just when a lot of watchers of the NPFL thought Rivers United were almost, in fact, some people have started calling them champions-elect of the NPFL, but Sunshine Stars had other plans, defeating them 1-0 right there in Akure. Salifu, now Rivers United, after going 12 matches unbeaten, succumbed to defeat against Sunshine Stars. If you would have thought anything was going to stop this unbeaten run for Rivers United, a lot of us in the last 2-3 games they played some very tough teams, but none of those teams were able to stop them, and nobody saw this coming. I didn't expect that the Sunshine Stars were going to halt this unbeaten run.
Yeah, when I even expecting that they are going to suffer a defeat was in Katsina, where they take a long trip from Rivers and then to go to Katsina. You know how very distance it is, and with that long trip, I was expecting that maybe fatigue would have set in and they will not be able to play their normal game against the Katsina. But fortunately for them, they hold on their own and still win the match. And there's Sunshine, more importantly, that Sunshine are not be playing too impressive this season. But one thing somebody can attribute to this victory is that Johnson have been playing away from home, away from home. And they have been playing a home game away from home, and they return to their own, their own home, their own across the university. And fortunately for them, they make it count against not any other person against the mighty leaders of the NPFL. And even as we do, River United, I must confess, I commend the River United for their own. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a very long time the club in the Nigerian Professional League who hold on for almost 12 games without losing the defeat. And I hope the student, John Obus and his crew and his boys should not allow this to weigh them down. The most they are what they make a mark of a champion is that how you be able to respond to any upset or any shock that come your way. Now they have had a shock, but we expected that by the end of the weekend and also whatever they're going to play the next match, how they respond to it, that will define their characters, and that will define either they are ready to become a champion or not. But for some people who are, like you said in the project, who are already calling them champion, and to me, as far as I'm just like John Obi always admitted to acknowledge that the league is still very open. It's still very early to say that we are going to win the league. We just play out of 38 matches. You just play 24 games. That means you still have Out of the 24 games, think we have more than almost close to
14 games.
still close to 40 games, another 40 games to play. And 14 games, we are talking about 14 games, that's all together, that's almost about 41 or 42 points from that 14 games. You know. So to say that we just a 3-point difference between you and your second player, and people that see you as a champion, it's never tell, because even at the moment, even a club who is occupying the bottom position, something can still happen. I even see them come closer, or even a club within the middle of the point or within the 10th position can still have their way up to the top, depending on how you be able to play. But if you are a champ, you are at the lead, at the top of the league, and you are not holding, you are not maintaining your consistency, you can also drop down. Not this top, you can, God forbid, I'm not wishing them any bad or any wish them. River United, you are still at top, can also still drop down to the top 10 to the middle of the table. If something happens on their end, they are not able to respond to this. What the shock that happened to them yesterday. So we hope that, but I still believe that they have the characters and they have the qualities to respond back positively.
Now, if we have the league table, let's take a look at what the table is like with that defeat for Rivers United. But as it is, they are still on top of the table.
Yeah.
Still, I think by now they should be leading with I think one point.
But that would depend. Yes, that would depend on the sort of the match is
Yeah, exactly. If we have the table, then also during this weekend, of course, the league continues. We still have some other interesting fixtures that will be coming up in the course of the weekend. But looking at Rivers United, when the league started, okay, here we are right now, and Rivers clearly 48 points from 52 points as it stands. So they still lead by 3 points as it stands, having played 24 matches, while Plateau United are still in the second position with 48 points. But you can see that Remo Stars are third position, but the gap between Remo Stars and the top two are like Plateau United are giving them complete 8 good points. So that's clearly them separating themselves from the rest of Chasing Park, while Enugu Rangers is 38 points from 24 games, Kwara United 37, Sunshine Stars are on 36, same as Aqua United, while Eyimba have 35 points after recording a huge victory against Kano Pillars during the week. That was actually the biggest scoreline of the week. That was actually 4-0, while Vicytory 34 points, while Gombe United wrap up the top 10 places. If we have the fixtures for the weekend, let's quickly have a look at that also and see what to expect from the NPFL this weekend. Actually, this will be match week 25 going into this weekend's matches. But looking at the table as it is right now, you could say that except if something terribly happens, either Plateau United or Rivers United should be able to at least manage to hold on till the end of the season.
I think to some certain level, you can say that these two clubs are almost on the safe level.
Yeah.
Because the point between them and the third place position is almost like just almost about 8 points.
8 points.
That 8 points means you have to lose three straight matches. Lose 3 straight matches for any other for Remo Star to climb up against Plateau United. And if you are talking of River United, River United has to lose almost 5 matches for Remo to climb up. And that will also depend if you continue to win your own matches. So definitely, those two clubs are most commend them. The chase for the title is just every division just between 2 of them.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the fixtures for the weekend. Most of those matches, if not all of them, come up on Sunday, and it will be Abia Warriors at home to MFM, while Aqua United will host Lobby Stars. That should be a tricky one for Aqua United. Lobby Stars are experiencing some kind of a resurgence since the change of management, while Kwara United will travel to Enugu to face Rangers. It will be Gombe United versus Katsina United. Kano Pillars will host Sunshine Stars, who just defeated Rivers United, while National United will also be at home to Dakata FC. In the other matches, Plateau United, second place, will be at home to Remo Stars, while Rivers United, this time playing in front of their own crowd, will welcome Niger Tornadoes. In the other game, Eyimba will travel to Shooting Stars of Ibadan, while Heartland will also be away to Wiki Tourist. That was the last game. All these matches come up at 4 p.m. on Sunday, all of them at the same time.
And if you look at the fixtures, I think the most interesting ties will be between second place and the third place, Remo Stars. Remo Stars
and Plateau United.
Plateau United and Remo Stars. Remo Stars will want that if the must maintain the chase and if they must reduce the gap between them and Plateau United, that's an opportunity for them to call the point
Exactly.
to reduce the point to 5 points.
To 5 points.
But I bet you that would be very, very pretty difficult for
especially Plateau United playing at home.
To achieve that result in just. And at the same time, River United, like I said earlier, that it is depend on them to show their characters and if they really know that they are interested to become a champion, how they respond to that defeat against Vicytory matters a lot. And they'll be facing Niger Tornadoes, and if you're looking at Niger Tornadoes, since the second star year of the league, Niger Tornadoes have maintained some consistency, some level of consistency. So that means it will really be difficult for them, River United, but it will depend unless I what it's going to be. And if Abubakar is possible will travel a little to and get a point or command or add more wolves to the River United. So that also depends, and let's see what is going to happen. And remember, Nassau United were beating Shields yesterday with the heavy defeat. Now they have a Dakar FC. Dakar FC is also has also played some very interesting matches. Even Dakar FC lost their last match to Remo Stars, but another Skada lost 4-1. So these are two of these teams are coming to this match on a very painful move and with their head down. So let's how you are going to be at the latter stage and what it's going to be. Pillars who are also whitewashed by anybody. We also have a short sign for singing a new tune to contend with, and that will also remember how much we play at the Moshabela National Stadium, and it will definitely be a no man ground for both teams.
Absolutely.
Yes, Canopla will be the approved
supposedly home team,
but it will be a neutral ground for and it will be an opportunity for Sunshine to also confirm the Canopla. But from the look of the Canopla, is like if they're not taking the pillar we are seeing this time, we will not see them next season in this league.
Very, very looking like that. I mean, let's go away from that now to still the ripples generating around the appointment of a new coach for the Super Eagles. Just when you think that the dust has settled, I think throughout this week, every day, one story or the other emanates from this same issue. And clearly for now, Sunday Dare is completely averse to even the appointment of a foreign coach at this point for the Super Eagles. According to him, he believes that a local coach is more better prepared to lead the Eagles, and especially since he desires that there should be some sort of integration of home-based Eagles into the Super Eagles. A local coach is more poised to do the thing. And as it concerns Pesero also, according to that, he feels that, I mean, Pesero might be a good coach. He has always stated that, but according to him, he does not think that Pesero is a better coach than the man who you just sacked in the person of Kenatro.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. But it's like what is about for me in the Nigerian football? We don't learn from history. Yes, getting a foreign coach is not a bad idea. If at all you are going to get the best of the foreign coach. And at the same time, if you look at it, let's go into our history of foreign coaching in Nigeria. What has it been successful for us or bad? Since after Clement Westerford, when Clement Westerford led us to our second African title in Tunisia 1994. After that era, after Clement Westerford, what has been the successful coaches? Then we now get
maybe Bonfred Joe who
was assistant take over and give us the Olympic gold, which is the prime and the peak of our achievement in football. Okay. Then after that Clement Westerford, Clement Westerford and the Bonfred Joe we have had we have had 3 other foreign coaches.
From Philip Chozier to a certain Bora Multinovic. Some of these very ridiculous names, a certain Bora Multinovic, Lars Lagerbank, Kenneth Raw. And really, all these coaches, you can't really pinpoint and say this is what any of these people have achieved.
Like I said, okay, now if you now go after these 2 coaches I mentioned, Bonfred Joe and Clement Westerford, who have something to attach to, who have something you can ascribe to, at least this is the achievement of the national team. Every other coaches that came here from foreign land, what is that achievement for us? Nothing. There's nothing I can vividly remember that this is the achievement of these coaches that come to Nigeria as a foreign coach. No. Okay, after we won the African Championship in 2004, 1994, all the foreign coaches that came in here, none of them has been able to take us beyond if a semi-final of the African Cup of Nations or probably to the final.
Which local coaches have even known?
They will get to the final. Okay, now between 2000 we get the Betty Vote who came in 2008 after the sacking of
I think it was him.
No, Jose. After Betty Vote who came in, when Betty Vote came for the African Cup of Nations in Ghana, we won Blin. We won Blin to get to the quarterfinal. Yeah. Remember at that time, the African Cup of Nations was just a 16 team. After the group stage, we get to the quarterfinal straight. We won Blin to get to the quarterfinal. And in the quarterfinal against the Ghanaian, we lost hopefully. We lost to Ghanaian. We couldn't make any problem. And that terminated his contract. Then Amadu coming in. So if you look at vividly on all the foreign coaches that have coached this country, none of them have given us any achievement. Rather, and waited for until another local coach. When they said Amadu bring Laslava take us to the World Cup, what do you do? There's nowhere. But the both spent Stephen Keshi came in within a space of 2 years. A local coach.
Able to assemble a team.
Within a space of 2 years, Nigeria was able to raise his hand for winning the 10th African Cup of title. But unfortunately for Nigeria, a local coach of a Nigerian coach who came in within a space of 2 years give you African title. Whatever you let us do at the end of the day, in football, no matter how successful, even how successful you are in football, there's always a time when we record a bad result. The Pep Guardiola lost to Liverpool. They complain. You see Chelsea. Despite all they play, all the action, they play, they get no knockout out of the champion. You do that result to write off them to say that it's a failure. No. Okay, case you give for Africa, the next African Cup of Nations, we were beaten by South Africa in the qualifier in New York, and from that the people now stating that case is no longer a good coach. You sack him. When you sack him, you bring someone a Nigerian coach. You didn't allow him to spend. You didn't allow him to spend time.
You didn't allow him to do the work.
You didn't allow him to do work. In fact, Olusegun don't even last for 1 year. He don't even last for up to 4 months or 5 months. You sack him, and then you now say you have a Nigeria. You bring a Betty wasted 6 solid years. You wasted 6 solid years. Solid years. There's nothing you can be remembered to Betty that is what is different. That is his achievement as a coach from Nigeria. He didn't win us any African Cup. He didn't perform better than any other person. Yes, he qualified for World Cup. One qualified for World Cup. Local coach that Stephen Keshi that he succeeded can take us to the second round of the World Cup. But they both didn't take us couldn't take us to the second round of the World Cup. That World Cup in Russia, we have every chance to get to the quarterfinal. We have every chance to get to the next round of that competition if we have a good coach. We couldn't get. Then the man waited for 6 solid years. Then now we are now talking about another foreign coach. Yes, if you are going for a foreign coach, if at all you can afford to bring a very solid foreign coach, who will be mindful of the business and who will be sincerely committed to the job, and sit down in Nigeria to do the job. What is happening in Senegal? Senegal after the era of the Alain Dios and everything, Senegal going to oblivion. So we had most of our Senegal again. Now it's not the era of another Senegal. This coach and it is not close. Now everybody is hearing the name of Senegal, and now they are the best team in Africa at the moment. By local coach. So if minister reject the idea that we don't need the foreign coach, I'm totally in support of that idea. Totally support of that. We have good coaches in Nigeria. For instance, I don't think Emmanuel Amunike has not been tested.
He hasn't been tested.
In my personal view, people should not ascribe to him. Yes, he was part of Baba coaching crew that failed to qualify. No, Amunike has not been tested. We also have this man, Egbo, the only African coach to qualify his team for Champions League final.
Yeah.
To win the only African coach to win a European title in Europe. So then there are many Nigerian coaches, even those within Nigeria and those outside. Fidelis you may not achieve, you may not notice what that young man is doing plus United. So bring all of them, give them the job, and give them all the necessary support. At least 50% of what you have provided for the foreign coach, if they will not achieve the result.
All right. At this point, we'll quickly go on a short break, and when we come back, talking about coaches, Gennard Raw is still in the news, and we'll find out why he's in the news when we come back from this break. Don't go nowhere. After I know the look time.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
All right, welcome back from that short break. You're still on to Sports Orbit. Speaking about coaches before we went on that break, and now former Super Eagles chief coach Gennard Raw is demanding actually for a $1 million compensation for wrongful dismissal. Recall that his contract was terminated. Halfway his contract was supposed to have ended at the end of 2022, but the contract was terminated along the line. And in the process of terminating that contract, like we had discussed here on this program, when you have a valid contract running with a coach, or for instance a contract, when you are terminating the contract, you don't just wake up and ask the man to leave. You're supposed to pay him some sort of compensation. And during that time, NFF made so much noise, we thought, okay, maybe some of these things have been agreed, but till today, this man is saying, fine, you have dismissed me from my role, but you're yet to pay me my compensation, which is accruing to almost like $1 million.
Well, you not blame the man and money for that. His job. So
of course, this is money.
Keep his family running. And these are some of the things we have. Because the Nigerian football federation just often do things
exactly.
at an opposite direction to benefit this country. Yes, Gennard Raw may not be satisfied Nigeria, may not be playing well. But if you check on paper, based on agreement you have with him, he have meet all the terms.
Exactly. Actually.
He didn't fail in any condition. He has made all the time. Yes, Nigerians are not satisfied with his playing style. Nigerians are not satisfied with him. But the time you
didn't ask him to win a trophy.
No.
You said qualify us for
World Cup. It's in the process of qualifying.
Exactly.
He said qualify for AFCON. It's in the process of qualifying. Ask him to take you to the semi-final of AFCON. He take you to the semi-final of AFCON.
Yeah.
So you didn't give him a task. So I'm not able to him. That is on the agreement of the paper you have with him. He met all the conditions you give to him. So if you are sacking him, you are the one to say that. Just like even with the normal employment, if you are terminating an employee contract, you have to pay him up. Pay him additional 1 month salary.
Yeah.
And if it's the other way around, the man has to give you a notice of 1 month. And if you don't give it, and if you have to serve you have to pay you back. So if it is a normal. I'm not thinking he's not asking something extraordinary or something that's not on the plan. He's asking for it.
Definitely.
So NFF were at fault in terminating Scotland. More importantly, he has not break any rule or any condition given to him. So, but the best thing that have done this thing, it depends on how you communicate and how you go about issues. Coach, yes, we are both. For us, we are doing what all the years we are doing all that, but the Nigerians are not happy with you. But bits and pieces, we cannot continue. But you settle out amicably without anybody hearing you.
Exactly. Away from that, quickly a bit of transfer news where West Ham has joined the race to bring back Taiwo Awoniyi back to England. He's rated for £60 million. Recall that Awoniyi had his played briefly for Liverpool, but was unable to break into the full team, the senior team squad due to paper issues and all of that. But since he's moved back to Germany, he's been doing very well, and West Ham are also in the race to bring him back to England. Away from that now to the Premier League, where Formula One, great, that's talking about Lewis Hamilton, of course, and Serena Williams, tennis superstar, have also joined the bid to purchase Chelsea. Recall that the club owned by Roman Abramovich was, shall I say, confiscated by the British government as a result of Russia's involvement in Ukraine. These superstars are joining a consortium to put up money to buy up Chelsea. Not forgetting that Hamilton is actually a boyhood Arsenal fan, but he feels, this is an opportunity to invest some money in another big club.
Business has no enemy.
So
you put your money
where you're sure of getting
return. If not, I would be angry with Hamilton. Why should you go going to empower our opponent? Putting almost $10 million into the Chelsea teams and to strengthen the Chelsea against Arsenal. But it's all about business. He may not lose his support for Arsenal. He may still believe in being an Arsenal fan. Sure. But one thing is that his mind, his interest will be so much divided when Arsenal has to play, because he knows that if Chelsea win, more money come to him. But if Arsenal beat Chelsea, he lose more money. But why he get 450? But good one, and Selena Williams also particularly happy with Selena Williams going to the business and to invest heavily in one of the best clubs in Europe and one of the best clubs in the world. So good, that's a good one, and there's a Chelsea news for the Chelsea fans, all the Chelsea allies.
Well, we hope this comes to pass. In recent times, a lot of how shall I put it? People have come up to put up something together to see if they can buy up the club, but that hasn't been successful. But let's hope that this consortium, which involve these global stars, come to pass. Now we'll take a look at EPL fixtures. Of course, the biggest match of the weekend tomorrow is Arsenal versus Man United. That is an early kickoff, 12:30. In other games, Leicester City will be up against Aston Villa, while Man City will be playing at home to Watford. Norwich will host Newcastle, while Tottenham will travel to meet Brentford. That comes up at 5:30 p.m. last game for tomorrow, while on Sunday it will be Brighton versus Southampton. Wolves travel to Burnley, while Chelsea host West Ham in another London derby, a tricky one if you ask me. And of course, there's also the Merseyside derby coming up on Sunday. That's between Liverpool versus Everton, and the last game for the day, on Monday, wrapping up week match week 25 comes up between Crystal Palace versus Leeds United. Quickly, some interesting matches to look at for, but clearly the pick of the pack here is Arsenal against United, a top four battle, if you ask me.
Top four battle. But if I don't know if I have my way, I would have played them with the English Premier League and the English FA to postpone this match first, because Arsenal could be coming from the God beating stage. If I allow them to see celebrating their celebration mode to celebrate, because
the fixtures have been set already.
The fixtures have been set, but now Arsenal fans will be carried without sensitivity now. Now you just get all the result. And at the same time, when Arsenal play early hours, it's always difficult for Arsenal.
But a lot of Man U fans have complained of the same thing, that Man U always have problems with early kickoff.
Well, that is a coincidence, but Arsenal only have problem with the early kickoff, and from the look of things, if I should put I'm not happy. I'm not too sure Arsenal will survive Man U in this match, but let's hope that they get the result and they'll be able to the same formula they use against Chelsea will work against Man U.
Of course, Chelsea, West Ham, a London derby.
A London derby indeed, and I pray that the West Ham
and you can also say this is almost like a top four race, because don't forget that.
Yes, West Ham also.
Chelsea has dragged Chelsea into the top four race properly.
At the same time, West Ham has also had the opportunity to even make it. So I pray that West Ham will be able to compete for Arsenal top, and also inflict more pain on Arsenal
to open it
more. Yes.
Then of course Liverpool, Everton, Merseyside derby.
Merseyside derby.
No, sorry, Liverpool Everton is called the Merseyside derby.
Okay, yes, that's the local derby.
Yes, the local derby. Very tough one. Yeah.
I pity from Lampard side for this Liverpool guys. But Liverpool's are not ready to drop any point. Not this time at all to anybody. Liverpool now. Whenever they play against it, they are not seeing that players on the pitch. They are seeing Man City in their front. So their target is always Man City. So and because of that, they will not be willing to drop any point.
So I think Brentford, Tottenham, that's also a tricky tie. Brentford can be.
They can only be
exactly when you don't expect it.
Against the big teams.
Yeah, exactly.
They have done it to Arsenal. They have done it to success also. And so let's see against Tottenham what will happen what will also happen this tomorrow. Most of the match will be tomorrow, isn't it?
All right, a quick look at the table where Man City, of course, still leading the pack. Liverpool, second place, 76 points. Chelsea on 62 points, while Tottenham have 57 points. That's about how many points difference as a team?
Point, that's not 57.
Yeah.
57.
That's about 4 point difference, and with 4 point difference between Arsenal, Tottenham, and Chelsea.
No, that is 5 point. 5 point difference.
5 points.
5 points.
Chelsea has 62.
Arsenal
Tottenham
and Tottenham are on the same point.
57. So 5 points. That is when you consider that there are still 5 matches to go. Anything can still happen.
Anything, but the thing that says it's more on the safe land than compared to any of the other teams.
Just look for the top four.
Now, Man U, for instance, that's what I was saying. I was afraid that if Man U is going to play Arsenal tomorrow, it will be very difficult. But Man U, if anything short that will bring it tomorrow against Arsenal, will put Man U more tricky, and Man U will not allow such a thing to happen tomorrow because they will definitely look at it. Because if Arsenal win that match, that will give Arsenal 6
because that number 4 position can change. Anytime tomorrow, because if Tottenham falls to defeat and it goes, so it can. So the top 4, the last number 4 position is really very open.
That means these three teams will want to play everything on the pitch tomorrow. Because if any of the 3 lose match, it will then go to act against you. For instance, if Liverpool Man U win, and Arsenal lose, that means Arsenal and Man U will now have the same 57 points. Yeah. But that will not depend in terms of goal difference. Arsenal has a better goal difference, just 2 goal difference at the moment. But if Man U be able to score more than 2 goals, that means Man U also will jump up on top of Arsenal if they win the match. And if Tottenham, because Arsenal, both Tottenham and Arsenal are on the same point with the same goal difference. Yeah. With the same goal difference at the moment. So definitely, if Man U win, Man U will also be on the same point. If Man U score a better goal, that Man U also can move to top 4. If they score a better goal against Arsenal, can move to top 4. Remember, whatever goal Man U score will be counting against Arsenal. That also reduce Arsenal Arsenal point. So, but if Arsenal win, and Tottenham also win, that means Man U will go with that game. Now, why in the gap? Almost 6 points. So it will be a very tough clash, and I'm not happy. I'm not as somebody who has to sympathy to Arsenal. I'm not happy that match should be an early kickoff.
All right, we'll keep an eye on all of those games. Very interesting games to look out for. Don't forget that also the NPFL. Also there will be matches in the NPFL, and also the CAF Champions League. Also quarterfinal matches. The first one will be played today, while some other matches will go down tomorrow, and on Sunday we'll keep an eye on all of those ones, and on Monday we'll give you a complete review of all the sporting events that are going down this weekend. Salihu, thank you for being on this last episode of the week of Sports Orbit here.
Thank you, sir.
All right, until we come your way with another fresh and exciting episode on Monday, I remain yours sincerely, Alpha Cho. Stay safe out there and have a lovely weekend.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Forget to. Nothing like forget here.